Hey guys, I want to talk about the Andrew Tate banning tonight. So, as most of you probably know, I was late to the party. I didn't even know who Andrew Tate was until a few weeks ago. And apparently he was banned from Instagram, Facebook, he was already banned from YouTube, all that shit. So he's just dead person or whatever, dead, whatever you want to call it. 1984 version, he's gone. And it was crazy that he actually became the number one figure online, the number one searched person online. My cousin was into him. My cousin knew who he was, and he responded after shortly after I knew who he was, just talking about random stuff. But it makes me wonder. It should make everybody wonder why people like this are blowing up. Why these red pill people, these black pill people, are just constantly blowing up. I think it's because men are genuinely lost because the school constantly promotes feminism, a feminist type of society. Colleges promote feminism. More women graduate from college than men do. Millennial women are earning more than men are, and they still complain about the wage gap even though they're earning more. And then the school teaches them we need to get women to earn more money because we have this wage gap when it's not true at all for the feminist millennial society. And they offer a bunch of scholarships to women, and men are getting laid way less, like 300% less. So it shouldn't be that much of a mystery why somebody like Andrew Tate blew up. People are looking for answers. And people will look for answers in a few different ways. One will be a super optimistic, I could become this Andrew Tate dude, even though he doesn't necessarily respect women, which I'm not insulting him for that. I mean, I'm not a huge respecter of women either. But either I could be this huge Andrew Tate dude, and that'd be awesome. Just go get everything, man. Slay all the time, get money. Or people choose a black pill eventually, where they're just like, oh, this is all stupid anyway. Why would I go through all this to get a woman who doesn't even respect me for who I am? And there's two different types of black pill people. There are black pill people who think it's over, and there's black pill people who think it's pointless. And neither of those correlate with the red pill, but there is a difference. Because if you're a black pilled person and you just really think it's just pointless, then the idea is why would I try to be like Andrew Tate? Most people would not like Andrew Tate if they're black pilled. They would in a certain sense because he says base things women should be wearing a leash or whatever. They like that. But they don't like the idea that you should just go all out and try to just bang as many girls as possible. They're not into that. They want a girlfriend. They see it's not looking very likely in today's society because it's a hookup culture. We have a hookup culture. We have a hookup culture where women are far more selective than they used to be. All the stats bear this out. There were tons of studies on this. There were studies on OkCupid. There were studies on Tinder. Both got deleted, by the way. There's a study that's still up. If you look at the U.S. Social survey that shows that the male virginity rate has gone from, or male with sex with men going without sex in the past year rate has gone up from 7% to about 33% in the past 10 years. So it's going crazy. And then men are going online looking for answers, and these red pill people are going to really fool a lot of 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds. If you're a little older, I think it does have some, like Face on LMS used to say, it's always a good thing to look at the red pill a little bit and try it. Try out some of the tactics if you want to. But a lot of it's a lie. People will just get so pumped up that somebody's just speaking out on anything that's anti-woman because it's not allowed in schools, it's not allowed in society. All society women has to say women are better than men. Everything when you're in the media, everything in the education system, even in the workplace, they just constantly drill into your head that women are better than men. You can never insult a woman. So if somebody comes out and does it, oh, women aren't shit, let me tell you how to get one. It's not necessary. Just because he's saying that doesn't mean he has all the answers. But that being said, I do respect Andrew Tate for coming out there and just not going with the status quo, which is pretty cool. At first, I thought he was kind of like a red pill con artist, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to decipher between that, but at least he's not the opposite, isn't it? Isn't it at least he's not the opposite? So, what do you guys think about Andrew Tate getting banned? I mean, okay, first of all, he probably shouldn't have been banned just for voicing his opinion. We can't start to ban people like that. I'm sure there's women who said the same thing except for the opposite about men, and they're fine. Well, obviously everybody knows that. Anybody on this channel, if you don't know that society right now, appreciates women over men, if you don't know that, just leave. Don't like this video, don't subscribe, whatever. I'm done with you. Because I'm done. I just watched this video on the Sneeko YouTube channel. The Sneeko YouTube channel. Go check it out. And he was just looking at this response between women and men talking about the incel phenomenon. How so many people have become incels. I consider myself an incel. And that's a loaded term. It's a loaded term because it's very... I made a video about postmodernism before, and I think incel is one of those words that you really can debate over what it actually means just because it's a cultural phenomenon. but I would consider myself one, and they had this talk over it, and women mostly can see that they understand why incels exist, and this, I mean, when I talk to women in real life, they have no idea, they won't admit anything, they just want to gaslight and lie the whole time about the reason why this is happening, which would deny it's happening in general, like, oh, it's all men's fault, men should get out there more, men should do this and this and this and this, and then meanwhile the marriage rate, here's another statistic, the marriage rate is skyrocketed by 800%, or the child out of a wedlock rate has skyrocketed up 800% in the past 10 years. So clearly we're seeing a problem. Clearly we're seeing a problem, and it's multifaceted. And this is why you see men going to Andrew Tate. This is why you see men going to the black pill. And nobody wants to admit that there's a problem at all, except for maybe some people will say that men just suck. Maybe people will say the problem is that men suck. And that's the only answer you're going to get in the media. So when anybody comes out and suggests there might be another cause to this problem, it might have to do with the hookup culture and women worshiping women like Cardi B and just wanting to hook up, wanting to have harems like they did back in the day, then they get banned. They're done for. So I see a big comeback coming, because I'm looking at the content that's coming out right now. It's getting big on YouTube, and a lot of it is not the typical feminist, you have to just respect women all the time, and you just, men are always a problem. People are starting to speak up a little bit more, and I think Andrew Tate was a big start of that, so I appreciate him for that. Anyways, guys. So I'm going to end the video right there. I just wanted to rant about that for a few minutes. So I might do it live later. I just wanted to get that out before I just forgot to do a video today. Yeah, comment, subscribe, like, and that's pretty much it. See you guys later.